Hello and welcome back to the Rick and Morty house build. Now guys, I'm just going to go straight ahead and change this basketball hoop. I'm just going to chuck a slab out, and then I'm going to pull out some cobweb and attach the cobweb to the slab, and then replace the slab with a trapdoor. And I think you'll agree, looks a much better basketball net with the resources that we got. Thought this was really cool actually. It wasn't my idea. A friend mentioned it to me and I thought, hey, good idea. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sort this door out. I did say there'd probably be some alterations and I just don't like it. I'm going to stick to the two, but I'm going to add the frame in. We're going to be using our orange wood for the frame. I really want to sort of extend that roof out a little bit longer because I hate the fact of 2 blocks. It just doesn't give it the look that it should have, or at least a look that I'm happy with. Maybe you are happy with it and you can leave it the way it is, but for me it just isn't working. It looks a bit out of place, and I just really want to get it looking a little bit nicer. So I'm going to chuck in my dark oak door, mainly because it matches up to the dark brown clay. And then we're going to chuck a tripwire hook on one side, preferably the other side to the door. And then we're going to start thinking about chucking in this roof. I'm going to have a little play for a minute because I'm not quite sure how it's going to work out. Just going to extend the door for a second. I think we can sort of tell that that's not going to work. So we're going to have to take that back, put it back down to 2, and then the frame. Now the reason I'm doing this is basically because I hate them 2 blocks that I'm looking at now, literally sitting out like that. There's no sort of peak to it, so it doesn't look like a roof. It looks a bit out of place in my mind. How does that look? So guys, I'm going to add on 3 blocks to the end of my frame. Obviously one of them blocks will already be there for yourselves, so it's just an extra 2 onto the edges, onto the side, and that's just so I'm going to take this back. I'm going to extend it up to 4, so that way I could place 2 on top, place my stair. I'm not going to do it upside down, no, we're going to do it the right way up. There we go. And then we're going to sort of do that, take that away, put a full block in. Obviously I'm using half slab here, but that's because it's to hand. Do the same on the other side, and I'm hoping that now we'll have sort of some peak that looks like it should do. So yeah, now we've got 2 spaces, 2 in there, and just finish off with stairs on top. Let's have a look around the other side, and yeah, I think that looks more like a traditional roof. If anything, maybe we could have done with a bit of an extra layer. We might strip off the stairs afterwards off of the bottom layer of the roof, just really because I'm not seeing it do any favors at the moment, but we'll stick to it for now and see how it goes. So I'm just going to finish off these extra parts here, just build it up that high actually, and we're going to start now building onto our 3rd part and final part of the build. So I'm just going to pull it out to the same length as the garage. So you're looking about 10 right across to the garage, and then I'm going to come out 4, place an orange piece of wood, leave a space of 4, put an orange piece of wood, 1, 2, 3. Really guys, I'm thinking that I should have went to 4. Let's have a look for a moment. We're going to drag this out a little bit longer than the other end because the roof has got to come out. It's got to come out a bit further than the other side. And I'm just going to drag us all the way around just to make it match up for now. So we've come 1, 2, 3, 4 out from the end of the house, the center section. So if you want to match it up, that will be your way to do it. So guys, we're going to start building this up now until we hit the sort of level that we want, about 5 high really. So now we know where our first floor is, and we're just going to build this across. I'm going to put my orange frame in, and I'm going to take this up to about 4 levels, and then start dragging it across. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th start pulling it across so it drags across to make them patio doors. So then we've still got another block to pull across the top of that. So yeah, I'm going to extend this side out to 4 blocks in the sense of keeping it actually symmetrical on both sides. So they're both like 4 blocks, orange frame, 4 spaces, orange frame, and then 4 blocks. So there you go, and then I'm just going to start building this side up. So we're going to get it up to the 4, drag an extra one across the top. Now guys, this is purely for where there's like a little balcony, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3 off the side. I've actually got 4 there, but I think we'll probably take it back to 3. And I'm just really trying to create like a balcony sort of roof for the double doors up on top. So now it's just a case of building this side up. There's no windows in this side, so we can just really build it up. On the back, I'm not totally sure how it all sits together. So the back, I'm probably not going to have completely right until I study some more, but it does give me an excuse to watch some more Rick and Morty. And obviously, if you want the inside done, check it down in the comments. We will slowly piece it together as I get further and further through Rick and Morty, because in the first couple of seasons it did change a little. So anyway guys, I'm starting to match up this side to the other side, so I'm going to knock away these two, just in the sense of keeping it to the other side in the same length. So I'll knock that one away. I think we're actually like 3 in, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's really what I want. And then I'm going to start using my orange wood to sort of create the floor space. So we're going to do that for 3 rows. So there's a second, and then pull it back for a third. And then we're going to need some orange fencing. And then we're going to place it around the orange floor itself, just to create that sort of sitting area outside the double doors that will be on the top level. Now guys, I am not going to go through all the levels now and putting in stairs on the inside. This is just really to concentrate on getting the outside done for now. And at the moment we've now got to build it up, so we've got 5 levels above this sort of balcony level here. So now we're free to just build this up. We're going to keep going for now and just keep building it up. We really want this up another 5 levels now. As soon as you're on to this level here, you want another 4, because you really want to come up. Like, I'm just going to drag that one directly behind the wood, and then we're going to drag us across another 3, so we've got exactly the same spaces down below. So it'll be 4 wall, our frame again, and then 4 wall on the other side. So we're going to do exactly the same as down below, keeping it nice and sort of as close to accurate as we can from the front perspective. We've still got to build up this wall, dragging it up. We've still got 1 more across the top, and that would be our final layer there. So here we go, we're just going to drag our wall back. Sorry guys, my boy's running around. Right, so we're just going to drag us across, and actually I've just realised we need to take these 3 blocks and we need to add the extra 2 to the actual middle section of the build. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we need to start connecting that part to the main part of the build. We just need to drag that. There we go. So guys, I'm not going to put anything in here yet. We will put in another door at the back here just to really give it something at the back of the build, and then probably a window on the top level. But for now, it's all about just building up these layers. Really want to get that middle section finished, and we want to get this all up to the right layers so that we can actually finish the build. So we're going to start finishing off our roof in the middle section, knowing that this is literally where the middle section will now stop. So we know this part of the build, the garage is finished, this part is finished from the outside point of view, and now it's all about concentrating on pulling it all together. So like I say, we're going to take all this build and it's got to go up to that 5th level, basically the one level above the door. So we're going to keep dragging it across, and thankfully it doesn't. It literally comes up just high enough. So I was a bit worried about that, so we don't have to like add an extra 6 layers so it would look that little bit out of perspective to the rest of the house. But actually we managed to catch it just right. So now we're going to build up the outside wall. This wall has no windows in it whatsoever, so you're free to build it up anyway. Like I say, at the back we will try and put in a door and a window, and obviously we have to finish off the windows in the middle section. So guys, we're going to switch over to our... No, wait a minute, sorry. I'm actually just going to chuck in our door at the back. So we want to leave a space of 4, then knock out 6 and leave a space of 4, trying to keep it symmetrical to the other side. And we're going to take this 4 high, just so it matches the other side. So we're going to use our orange frame again, build it up, and drag it all the way around that edge, ready for us to finish off with some glass. Now I'm not too sure what to do with this part. I don't think we can fit in a frame. We will have a look, but obviously where the size of the garage and everything is now fitting in, this is the space I'm actually left with where the back door would be. I'm not going to do that because otherwise I'm going to come outside of the brickwork. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to add an extra layer of white clay and then switch to my blocks, glass blocks, which we'll come back to in a bit when we finish off the rest. But we'll probably just use glass blocks and a couple of doors in the middle just to walk out onto the patio area. But for now, I think we best concentrate on getting the roof done for this section so that we can really pull this build into a finish now. So in the same sense as before, we're going to use our stairs, but the difference is this time is that we are going to literally go all the way around the building like a pyramid. So we're just going to keep doing this, making sure that our stairs corner themselves so that they all tie in together. And we're just going to repeat that process, and I'll show you how I'm going to build off my first one, but after that then we are going to finish there. So we're just going to place one on the inside, and then we're going to use that one to build up. And we're just going to keep dragging that. So I'm going to transition across so you don't have to watch. Now guys, what I'm going to do is now knock away the outside step. I'm going to now knock away the outside step. Sorry about that guys. So we're just going to knock away this outside step all the way around. The reason being is because it really doesn't work for this build. I thought it would at first, but as you'll notice, as we take it away, and obviously it helps for the top, it also means I can extend the windows to 3 high, so I can give it an extra block, and I really just think it does help with this build. Sorry guys, I got my son here and he seems very persistent that he's going to have all my attention for a moment. So as you can see guys, it looks much neater. We're going to drop down to this final section and we're going to drag that out 4, and then we're going to drag it all the way across to the other end of it, and then we're just going to chuck some spruce leaves on the inside. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. The 4th row will be dragged all the way across, and now we're going to use our glass pane and glass block. And the reason I'm using this is because I wanted to kind of create a sense that it was actually a sort of an actual sliding door. I don't know if that looks any better than just using one kind of glass, but I thought it was better than not trying. So we're going to do the same for the next layer up, trying to create that door. My son's here telling me to shush now. So yeah, we're gonna build this. We're gonna build this door up, and we're gonna do the same, obviously, for the other door at the back as well, trying to keep that as well. And we're just gonna chuck a couple of torches up on the second block out from the frame. Knock that one away and put it in one, just to really finish off there. So I'm going to use some oak leaves, and the reason I'm going to use oak leaves is just really to create that sort of bush look that's on the inside. Now, when you look at the actual the pictures themselves, there is no room to come out of these doors anyway. So I don't know whether they're just windows or they just look alike. So anyway, I'm just going to drag this across here, and we're just going to start layering it across. And we're just going to pull another one, and do you know, it seems like a waste of a space. So we're just going to pull this across, and we're just going to do an extra layer here. Yeah, do you know what? I think we're just going to double layer it, because it seems like it's sort of kind of taking the space away. Yeah, I think that looks fine actually. We'll leave it to the double layer. We'll leave it like that. We're just going to dig out this 2 channel, both the sides of the door. We're going to use the smooth sandstone here all the way to the path. So we're going to use our smooth sandstone for these 2 channels, and then we're going to dig 1 channel out each side of this for the brickwork to go in, just to really tie it into the actual cartoon itself. So as you see, we now got our sandstone in, and we're now just going to dig out 1 channel either side and then put in a stack of bricks. And now repeating the process on the other side, just to really create the sort of Rick and Morty entrance. So I'm thinking about these windows, and I'm thinking we really need to extend them. So I'm just going to chuck an extra couple of bricks at the front there, because I don't want to chuck slabs down to create a step. So I really just want to extend these windows an extra length, I think. So we're going to create the bush outside the window a minute. We're just going to chuck 1 here, there, and everywhere. So we're just going to create this bush here. I don't really know, there's no real right way to do it. So we're just going to grab our glass blocks again. And we're just going to chuck them in for an extra row across the top, and just to create a bigger looking window, which is, and we're going to obviously do the same to the other window that's too high there, and I think that actually looks more accurate. Now it's got that extra room to put it in. Obviously we're going to do the same for this door. We're going to put in 2 rows of glass block and then 2 rows of glass pane. And not forgetting to finish off these windows, we're going to chuck in these 2 layers and then obviously add in the extra one as well, like we've done around the other side. And not forgetting to add in our slab. Now this part we're just going to fill back in with our white clay, because as far as I know there's nothing here for there to be there. But really it's all about just getting a finish to the exterior in this part. Like say, if you do want to see the inside, or you want me to try and work on the inside, I'll obviously brush up on my Rick and Morty, which gives me an excuse to watch more. I don't mind that. And I will try and piece it together as best I can, try and make a bit of a floor plan so I know where we're working with. We're just going to chuck in our windowsills here with our orange wood, and we're just going to start digging out this sort of patio area as well. So this is what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to chuck in some window blocks, and I'm just going to leave a space of 1. Obviously double doors may suit you better, but I just want 1 door in there for now, just to really bring it to an end. I'm just going to use as close a door as I can. We're just going to start digging out this sort of patio area, and I think I'm just going to use the orange wood, but I'm just going to come out to the same length as where this like sort of roof has come across to. So we're just going to dig all of this out and then put some orange wood down just to create that sort of patio area. Obviously you could use the stone blocks as well, but I'm trying to keep as close to the rest of the build as possible. I have no real idea what the back of this house really looks like, apart from this part of the patio area and the shed in the side. Apart from that, I'm a little bit clueless where these windows and stuff should be. So guys, for this part I'm just going to line up a window for the top layer with the middle for excluding the frame from the bottom one. We're just going to start putting in a window at the same size as the other windows, not forgetting to put in some slabs as well as windowsills. And guys, I'm so relieved we're coming to the end of the video, because this boy, it really does not want to let me talk to you and get this done. So anyway, we're just going to finish off this patio, and I'm going to have to finish there for this exterior build now, and I'll leave you guys to it. Let me know if you want to see the inside. Like I say, we will be back with Springfield build Skinner's house very shortly. A regular show build, I'll probably just get the caravan done, Muscle Man's house, and hopefully start getting a couple more builds done for there, because they're quite easy builds actually. Some of them are, some of them ain't. If you have any other requests, just chuck them down. Wouldn't mind getting back onto some of the Kids Corner projects as well. So anyway guys, that is the end for now, and like I say, thank you for watching.